the cloud. Okay, so I've sent this to you.
Okay. Okay, so now.
Hey everybody, this is Amy. I'm here with Connie. Connie is our artist for the Soul-to-Sisterhood Oracle Card Deck. And I'm a very lucky person because Connie has been one of my best buddies for going on over 10 years now. Hey Connie.
Hi.
So Connie, tell us a little bit about yourself so that our Soul-to-Sisterhood tribe can get to know you.
All right. Okay. Hello, Soul-to-Sisterhood tribe. I'm Connie, and I'm an artist. I'm the artist Jamie's chosen to do these beautiful cards and be a part of this book. It's so much fun. So I've been an artist for my whole life, I guess, and I'm really having fun on this journey with all of you and with Jamie. It's an honor to be a part of it. And I'm actually getting to know a lot of beautiful women through their stories and the designs that are being pulled from me to help, be a part of the stories. So thank you.
Ah, Connie, thank you. So Connie, tell us, what is your process to create these cards?
Well, I have a big portion of my studio dedicated to this process because there's a lot of them. There's 45 altogether, and I've completed 25. So they're hanging on my wall over here. I actually, when I go to bed at night, it's my view. You beautiful goddesses, you're all over my walls. So what I do though is I read the story. I just randomly pick one. I don't choose anyone in particular. I basically open the book, and whoever pops up, I start. And I read the stories, and each story is incredibly special to me. I'll start crying now just thinking about it, because each one of you have told your story so beautifully. And as I get into the story, I try to really feel where you have been, what your journey has been, and what kind of color and design best expresses who you are and your journey. So I do my best to just really get into it that way. Some of them take a very long time, some not as long as others, but yeah.
Do you get a feeling for color and texture immediately when you read the stories?
No, I don't. It's funny, at first I started just looking at the pictures and going more by the physical picture, and then I'd read the story, but I found that the story gives me more the story gives me more than the actual physical picture does. It's interesting. But no, I don't get it right away for some reason. Sometimes I just like I have to shut down my head and just start pulling shapes and colors. I'm doing a lot of collage and tearing pieces, and I have these little piles. And then, like, say I'm doing Gabby's, and all of a sudden I went, oh my goodness, I need to put some of this particular kind of sky in with Gabby. I need to connect it to nature because she's about nature. And then I'll just start pulling things from different piles and piling them on these boards with the pictures of the women. And then, I don't know, does that answer your question, sort of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Designs are stunning. And one of my favorite aspects of working together is we're really, I don't know, we're so well suited to collaborate. Have you noticed that? Because we don't really have to talk a lot, and we seem to just kind of know exactly what the other one needs and is thinking.
Absolutely.
We talked about these designs.
Yep, absolutely. You have like even called at moments when I was searching for something with a message, just the right message that I needed. And you have written the stories in such a way that knowing you and knowing, I don't read a lot. So knowing that you wrote them and I know the kind of heart that you put into them,
Thank you.
it makes me want to read them more.
Oh,
So, I mean, you know, you're one of my favorite women ever. So just being part of it with you is completely, it's definitely a journey of, it's a labor of love for sure, Jamie.
thank you. Now I'm
You're
going to cry.
a woman, a special woman.
Thank you. Oh, goodness. Well, I can't think of a better partner to work with on this Oracle card deck. One of the most, I would say the gift that has resonated with me the most through this process has been your feedback with the material as you've worked on each card, and you've got 25 now, and I there are 36 cards total for the stories, and then we're doing 9 additional cards, the 4 sacred archetypes of the feminine, the 4 sacred archetypes of the masculine, and then 1 ultimate card, which will be the rose quartz, the unconditional love card. But just your feedback as you have danced with this material has just given me so much energy to keep going. Because
Good. So
yeah,
glad you.
it's been such an interesting process for me. But what's kind of gone on for you personally outside of being the artist and the creative goddess behind our oracle card deck? What's gone on personally for you? Like, what's been your experience as a reader of the material?
Um, well, I have a lot going on in my life, as we all do, but it's been kind of amazing how, um, you know, I'm reading the stories and I always get, it's as if there's a personal message in each one just for me, you know. So, you know, there's been times when I was there's a particular something going on and I'm reading a story and it literally empowered me that day.
Mm.
It connected with the journey that I'm on at this time. And it gave me strength, or it gave me courage, or it just made me feel good that someone else maybe was feeling something that I was feeling at this time, or even a time in the past that I haven't had quite healed yet.
Mm.
So, no, I felt deeply connected to, I think, really just every single story, even the children, when I read the innocence and the purity behind their stories. It just brings that to my heart. You know, I just want to be a little more like that. You know, each story has had a personal message for me, and that's something I've found fascinating. You know, um, and that's made me feel so connected to women. I've
Mm.
always kind of had an issue with women, as you and I have spoken before. That's one of the reasons I love you so much, is you've been one of the first female friends in my life that I trust 100%.
Thank you.
And you and I have known each other for about 15 years now, I think.
Long time. Yeah.
Yes. And I for some reason I trusted you from the start, but not totally.
Yeah.
But as time went on, I thought, she really is the person I think she is. So we've developed a really pure and honest friendship because of that. It's a trust thing. And so to read these women's stories, I can feel their vulnerability. I feel their honesty. I feel their goodness. They're honest about mistakes they've made. There's something about them. So it's made me feel a little more trusting towards women. It's made me appreciate women. I have very special friends. I love women in my life now. I'm not quite as messed up as I was, 20 years ago when it comes to women, but this has definitely given me a real appreciation for women, just about all women. I have a little story here. My studio is open in Village of the Arts for people to visit on Saturdays and other days if I'm here. And I just noticed my feeling towards women who walk through the door has changed.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I just embrace the women that walk through my door, because I know that each one of them has had a story or two or three or four, that's just like the ones that we're reading here in this book.
Mm.
And every woman is beautiful and special, has a deep heart, And women live their lives through their deep heart. I really don't know any women that don't. You know, some close their hearts down at certain points in their lives, but inevitably, a woman's heart eventually opens through her experiences, because that's kind of how women are. We're so deeply loving and compassionate and empathetic.
Yeah.
We're the mothers of the planet, even if we don't have children. Right?
We are.
So I think that's my favorite part of this whole thing. The appreciation of women that it's given me. Yeah.
It's my hope that, Connie, as we get our work out there, as the book is published and as the cards are published, that we get to make that energy transitive and we get to really heal these bonds of sisterhood.
Yeah.
We
Right.
so need each other. We so need each other.
It's
Yeah.
so important. It's so important, you know. I think because you know, women have kind of felt competitive because of the more patriarchal aspect of our culture in the past. So that puts us in a more competitive nature, to be attractive for men, to get this job, to get the attention for this or that. And we really have to get to a place where we, you know, really love and support each other.
Yeah. And
We-
see one another's success as our own.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, right. See, right.
Well,
it's a sisterhood. We're all sisters,
we
right?
are, babies. We are. Well, can you not keep us in suspense any longer? Will you take your phone and pan to the wall so we can get just a tiny little glimpse of what you get to see when you lay in your bed?
Okay. Let's see it. I don't know how to do that here, though.
I might have to kind of pick it up and stand and hold
Oh,
it.
you turn it around like this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that
What?
wall there.
What an empowering.
Right there. That's
vision.
like the wall.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just like go over and kind of just do a quick scan of the wall there. Okay.
Oh, I can't wait for us to share our work.
Okay, I'll do more quickly. So here, there's another row there. There's a row down here.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
They're really fun. And then of course, there's the table here.
Mm-hmm.
The table with some more on it that I'm working on now. I don't know if you can see those.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So there's all the different, yeah.
Well, Connie, I love you so much.
I love you too.
Thank you. I know you do. And I know you know how much I love you.
I do.
Thank you. Thank you for your expertise. I'm going to get this shared with our Soul to Sisterhood community as quickly as I can so that everybody can get to know you if they don't already know you, and kind of get a grasp of what your beautiful artistic process would be. And I think the last thing I just want to say, and from an artist's perspective, is what we're doing here, I want to inspire other people to do for their communities. Right?
Yes.
And as an artist and as someone who teaches art, what would be something you could say to maybe another group of women who want to create a Soul to Sisterhood type of book, an Oracle Card Deck?
What would I say? Oh my goodness, because you're really the manifester of these things. I'm more of a team. I'm part of the team. So maybe it would be, I guess maybe a big thing would be, well, if you have the desire to do it, just start doing it and like give up control. Let each woman have her part. Really listen and hear all the other women and the creativity that they would have to put towards something like that. Be smart about everyone's gifts and talents and what they could bring to the table to really make something happen. Recognize it is, I mean, you know, it is a team effort in that way. You know, you've been very open about, you've been wonderful about pulling in an artist and the people to read what you write to make sure that the vocabulary is written properly. The team that it takes for you, the team you've pulled together to really get all this done.
Yeah, with Christine, with the photographs. I
Yeah,
mean, gosh, so blessed. She's so super talented, and Misty with the edits, and Paige, who's going to do the layout design. And so,
right,
I mean, all of us, we are a dream team. You
right.
know,
And it's got to be, like I said, it's got to be a labor of love too. You can't feel you know, you can't, you got to put your ego aside for something like this.
yeah,
You really do, because your goal is to empower women,
hmm,
and you're going to do that. You got to do it.
that's
You
right.
gotta, you're going to empower women. You want to take on something like that, then you really got to love them, and you have to really want them to shine, even if they may shine brighter than you. So what? You know, there's a lot of healing on the planet that's needed, and we can do that.
I agree.
We have the power to do that.
I agree.
Hearts are huge. The woman's heart is a container of so much love
Yeah.
to just be poured out. So go get those women. Let them be that. Go gather them up and write another book. Write a book in your neighborhood.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my tagline is sharing our story, sharing our love. You know,
Mhm.
everyday women triumphing over extraordinary things every day. And we're all everyday women, right?
Yes, everyday women. There's a lot that goes on every day.
It's an extraordinary day every day. And we triumph over all of those extraordinary things every day.
And we do, but you know, we don't do it alone.
That's right.
We don't.
We don't have to anymore.
We
That's for
don't have to. We don't have to. We need each other.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you. I love you so much. Namaste.
Yeah, I love you too. Namaste.
Okay.